Alright, so we're going to go over what has sold over the last 2 weeks, and we're going to do show you a Kohls haul at the end of this, as their 50% off clearance event was today, so I'll show you that. And then there's another haul from Converse that I'll show you after that. So, first we're going to start off with this Syracuse Fire 100 Years of Service for $6.99, and I could not find this patch at all, but I did have one in my personal collection. But before that, I actually ordered one because I wasn't entirely sure if I had one in my personal collection or not. So I ended up ordering one, and it cost double what this one did. I probably I've been trying to avoid taking the hit for not having items. So if I can, I will just order it from someone else, even if it is more expensive, just to not take the defect, because I didn't know where this was. Like this New York F, I don't really even, it's not a collection that sticks out in my head. This probably was something that was kind of probably small by now. It's 2 years later, so it was probably a small bit of patches that was left, and I just don't know where it is. And because we're moving, I don't have my my personal collection here at that storage. Otherwise, I would have just been immediately able to recognize that I didn't have this and just replaced it with that one. And this ended up getting shipped out a day later too, because I kind of forgot about it. And overall, this patch was just a disaster. But we got it all straightened out now. And actually, the one the buyer's getting is better than this one, so works for them. Next was this pair of Dr. Scholl's shoes. I got these on the Amazon shoe pallet. Sold them for 20 bucks free ship. One of them is used. Oh yeah, there was a scuff on them. Yeah, there's a couple scuffs on them. Next was this pair of Under Armour slides. Size 9. Sold them for $21.99. Free ship. Got them from Kohls. The last Kohls clearance event for $6.15. And I sold just the one pair. I still have the other ones. I still have the other pair, I should say. And it's, no slides today when I went. Next is this GE 100 watts light bulb, $17.99 free ship on that. Next was this pair of Converse Chuck Taylor All-Star Malden Street Mid-Top whites. These are sizes white, or they were white, size 8. Sold them for 60 bucks free ship, again from the last Kohls clearance event. $22.75 on those. Next was this pair of Sears Die Hard Sure-Track leather boots. Sold these, I think, out on offer for $50. Plus $10 ship. I didn't realize I had put plus ship on these. So sold it for 60 bucks all in. Again, came from the Amazon shoe pallet, which is actually turning out to be a pretty decent pallet. Everything from that pallet as of now is profit. I think as of about when these sold, they're all profit, which is nice. This Jackson Township Fire, $4.99. This pair of Crocs women's slides, a bit of a bigger size 10. The color dark cherry in this photo is actually not that good. But anyways, got these from Kohls for $12. These I think were online. $27.99 on those. Next was this New York State EMT patch, $5.99. Next is this Century County, Pennsylvania Sheriff's hat patch, $3.99 on that. Next was this Ultra Pro Grade Pro Link 12-inch under cabinet light, 20 bucks free ship on that. I put it as used. Why? Oh, because it had the one notch missing out of it. But I think otherwise it was new. I'm not sure if it was kind of supposed to be like that. I don't think so. I don't know. Came on Home Depot. Came on a Home Depot pallet. So we just sold it as used. Next was this Fisher-Price 4-in-1 robot for 30 plus 15 ship, but they canceled. They asked to cancel it pretty quickly after, so that was a dud. This has just been hard to get rid of. I know I had one from the first time I had a Fisher-Price pallet. It was not this hard to sell. It did take a bit longer, but it was not that hard to sell. I have to double check to see if I relisted this or not, because I'm giving up on selling it on eBay. I'm just gonna sell it locally. Next was this Orbit 6-station sprinkler timer for 40 bucks. Free ship on that. Came from the mailbox Home Depot pallet. Hold on, I'm watching seeing what our two cats are doing here, because Shy, come here. Yeah. They're they're fighting over the who gets the chair to look out the window. And it's currently occupied in the other by a Pumpkin, and Shy is trying to occupy the window. Also, the two they do have a little disagreements here and there, so I do want to keep them separated. Alright, anyways, back to what we were doing. Next was this pair of Clark collection size 11.5 shoes. Sold these for, I want to say it was $30. I think it was these, not the Sears ones. Someone shot me a message if I'd take 30 for them. And it was free ship, and I said sure. And of course it was going to California. But it was alright. It wasn't too bad. Again, from the Amazon shoe palette. Next, this was a great sale to come in. This was the last of these NDS 9-inch drain box kit thingy. So 60 bucks. Yeah, 60 bucks or best offer, because I turned it on from the last guy who didn't end up paying, which kind of worked out, because then I ended up selling all of, like I said, the last 5 to the same buyer. Although it kind of would have been nice if it wasn't 5, because of course the boxes that they come in is a pack of 4. And since he ended up getting 5, the math didn't quite math, so I ended up having to do it as 2 shipments, the lot of 4 together, and then I just had to package up the single one separately, and which is definitely not ideal, having to pay for the 2 shipping, having to pay shipping on it twice like that. But it was a $300 order. I can spend the extra 15 bucks to ship it separately. All right, next was this DeWalt 5-in-1 multi-tacker. Sold this for $30 plus 10 ship. This was, I sent out an offer for like 5% off, and somehow the allowed counter offers was turned on, because they hit me back with a counter offer of 30, even though my offer was nowhere near 30. But I took it anyways, and they took like 2 days to pay, of course, and by the time they did pay, it was like, I think, Thursday, and it didn't end up going to storage, so these didn't even get shipped out till today. They did shoot me a message of when I was going to ship them, and I told them it was today, which was the last day I had to get these shipped out by. But they were fine with it. I was a little concerned that they were going to be, they'd ordered it for a project and needed it right away. Which, in that case, don't buy it on eBay. Go to Home Depot yourself. Next was this Haverhill Fire, $5.99 on that. Next was this Dexter Ricky bowling shoes, size men's 10.5, $44.95. Free ship on these, again from the Amazon shoe palette. Next was this John Deere weight bracket for 100 series tractors. I don't really know what you need you need the weights for, but unless you're like rolling it or something. As you can see, it has some scuffs on it, which are photographed here, as you can see, and it's going on a tractor. Who really cares? if it's got some scuffs on it. When you're going to be putting it on your work, um, when you're going to be working with it. That again came from a Home Depot pallet. That was the most recent one, the steamer pallet. And last was these Adidas NMD R1 shoes. Again from the Amazon shoe pallet. $100 plus the $15 authentication shipping on those. So I don't really know what makes these so special, but there we go. Send them off to authentication. Alright, switching over to the other account. We have this Bethel, Ohio Police patch at $7.99. And next we have the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation patch. And as you can see, out of stock, 40 sold. I'm officially sold out on these. So there was like 3 orders that came in. I just put it up once. There was no need to pull it up for each individual order. But the last 2 just sold to the same buyer at $7.99 a piece. So finally out of these, and that's gonna be the death of this account, because that was pretty much the only thing that's has been selling. Because at least when I listed them, I was the only one that had them. So it was nice to have control of the market. Alright, next, last thing here was this Austin, Texas subdued patch at $5.99. And I got 9 of these left. So, that is it for what is sold over the last 2 weeks. We'll jump right into the Kohls haul, and then I'll show you the Converse haul. And that will be that. So, we'll see you guys next week. Alright, so it's Monday, May 27th, and Kohls was doing their 50% off clearance event again. So, we went and picked up some shoes. Not a ton this time. We didn't go to 2 stores this time, but the first one wasn't super loaded. I mean, it technically was. There was a lot more Converses. I didn't grab all of them because I was just kind of hesitant with there being that many. I was kind of worried about them tanking. So I didn't grab all of them. I just grabbed a couple, and I did the other store as well. Like I said, there was not a huge selection of stuff this time, unlike last time. So it is what it is. So, like I said, I'm gonna start over here. I got a bunch of these Under Armour UA Lockdown 7s basketball shoes, which these were clearanced online as well. So these were at the second store I went to. Picked up 3, a 10, 11, and a 9.5. And they were half off the 45.50, so they were, what, $22.75? Yeah, so $22.75 a piece. Not bad. And then also picked up these Converses that don't have the tops on them at that store. At that store, apparently they rip them off, because you see on these are ripped off, and then same with the 2 pairs of Converses I picked up there. But anyway, same thing, same price there. They were $42. Then the half off of that, so $21 a piece. Hold on, you can't really see on that. Oh, of course, they put the damn thing right over it, but it's pretty much these. I'm pretty sure. That was pretty much the variety that they had at both stores. It's pretty much the 2 different colorways that they had. So, like I said, a bunch of those. And then I did pick up these pair of Vans, 42. So there would have been, what, 20 something. Again, oh no, another $21. So I just picked up these ones because I've never done Vans before, so I just figured I'd grab these and try them out, see how well they do. Because I did find a good sold on those for like 60, and then all these again are about like 60, 65. I think same with these is about what they go for, 60, 65 bucks, somewhere in that range. So like I said, that's it for in store. But I did. So I saved $388 at the first one, spent $180 Then 115 at the second one saves 239, and I got about 28 bucks in Kohls cash as well to use. And then the other thing is, there was a sale on actual Converse's website, and that's what these boxes are. I still have to unbox them. And as you can see, I got to clean up here all these bags everywhere now because the cats are having to wander through the maze of stuff. Which we now have 2 cats, which we didn't plan on having. But our uncle passed, so we took his cats. So, and they're living up here with me. The other one's hiding in the closet at the moment. And then this is other stuff too, inventory that needs to go to storage. This is my mom's stuff that she has up here. But this is the rest of the stuff. These are, at this point, this is probably all just going to be like yard sale stuff. I don't really think any of it's worth listing. I'll have to double check. So, that's that. I guess I can unbox all these shoes as well and show you guys. Make another stack of them. Alright, and here's the Converse haul. These were from a Memorial Day sale. These are $18 a piece, which is insane. So I'm gonna hurry up and get these off the cat tree. I'm sure the cats would like their tree back that found in the garbage actually. Her mom was going up to Tops and called, and our brother went and picked it up. So cats seem to enjoy it. And also these came in a bunch of big boxes, which will come in handy since we're moving here shortly. So, all right, we'll start off with this stack. So there's the info. There's the style. These are all the same style, if I remember right, just different sizes. So I got these 3 of these size 8 men's, women's 10. 3 of these size 10, men's 10, women 12. White ones, and then just 1 of these size 9s. No, correction, 2 size 9s and 2 size 11s in men's. So, I'll show you what these look like. If I can get the box open. So, open sesame. These. So, I've sold like this style before. These are the ones I got in the last Kohls event. And it's pretty much the same style as these. It's just this color. I'm pretty sure I've sold like the vintage white color, just not with this strip on the bottom. So we'll see how well these do. We'll see how well these do. And like I said, I got a variety of sizes, so it's gonna be a lot of Converse listing here.